everybody. Happy Friday. Give me 1 second while I share this out to the groups. Um, Hope y'all are having a great day. I so today is fun for me. I'm going to a costume party after this. My friend is having her Halloween party today because she had her kids' party yesterday. So today is the adults' party, and I'm really excited about it. I'm not ending anything. What are you talking about? Hey Tanya, how you doing, boo? Okay. So I think hold on. I want to make sure I shared this out to Oh, okay. There we go. There we go. Okay. Exit. All right. Hey, Tanya, how are you doing, my dear? I know my schedule has been erratic this week. I apologized for that. My schedule was just crazy. I had doctor's appointments. My car was dying and I was Ubering everywhere. So I would get home late. But it's Friday. We're going to take care of this. Let me go live on Instagram. So because we had so much trouble with Lula this week, I am only going live on Facebook and Instagram because that is hold on. Yeah. Hey guys, so yeah, because I had so much trouble with Lula and other things this week, I'm only going live on Facebook and Instagram. Hello. Thank you, Tanya, for sharing it out to groups. As you come in, please let me know where you are joining from. And for anybody watching on the replay, if you are in need of a tax professional, please check out Tanya Blingologist Kinghorn. Hello, TX2 Texas to Cali Fitness. What's the title of this? Mystic Mayhem. Give me a second while I put my title in. Hi, Marilyn Woods Lee. How are you today? Hi, Shot Best on the Yard. Yay. Okay. So, friends, I am only broadcasting on Facebook and Instagram today because Lula has been giving me trouble all week, and I want to be able to interact with all of you. Yesterday, everybody was only able to get on at the last part of the last story, and I wanted to make sure that we all had some time to get together. Happy Friday, everybody. I want to say a special hello to Shot Best on the Yard and Tanya Blingologist Kinghorn. They are always here. I'm good, Marilyn. Thank you. Tanya is an amazing tax professional, and she sells jewelry. So check out Tanya Blingologist Kinghorn, also King Tax Services 18 on Instagram, and Shop Best on the Yard. That's okay, girl. Hi, Brazen Lawyer. Shop Best on the Yard. Check her out if you want custom tumblers, wine glasses, t-shirts, all custom apparel and stuff. We're doing good. I got my stitches out, so that's a plus. Toby's getting his stitches out on Monday. So everything's looking up, y'all. I have some fun stuff I'm doing today. So yesterday I didn't get to celebrate Halloween. Halloween is like my favorite time of year because you're welcome, Tanya. I love getting dressed up in costumes. So I didn't get to go out yesterday, so I'm going out today. And I am dressing up as Sister Night from Watchmen, and I'm very excited. I put the costume together in like 15 minutes. I have a trunk full of like costume items because it's just my favorite thing to do. So I'm going to be Sister Night tonight. I might even take pictures and let y'all see. But we're going to get started at about 6:05. I want to give y'all time to come in. Please, as you come in, let me know where you are joining from. I would love to be able to greet you properly here. Thank you. It is going to be fun. I'm very excited. Dressing up in costumes is one of my fun things I like to do. Yeah. Zoe was French fries. That's so cute. I love it. I love it. I love it. Tanya's joining us from North Carolina. I know Shop Best on the Yard is joining us from Atlanta. Or you just moved. You're either in Atlanta or Alabama. I forgot where you moved to. But you're in an A state. You're in an A somewhere. Wherever you live begins with an A. I know that. Wow. I was way off. South Carolina. Okay. Marilyn is joining us from Fayetteville, North Carolina. So we've got the Carolinas in the house. Hello, y'all. Thank you for coming to my little corner of the internet and hanging out with me. We are going to have some fun. Okay, you used to live in, I knew it. Okay, all right. Wait, Tanya, you in South Carolina or North Carolina? Or are you talking about Shop Best on the Yard? Okay. Anyway, we've got the Carolinas in the house, and I'm very happy to have y'all. We are going to get started in 2 minutes. For those of you who are just coming in, I'm very blessed that Shop Best on the Yard and Tanya have shared this out to people. I also want to say a special thank you to Black Women Turning Craft into Coins, which is run by Shop Best on the Yard, aka Brittany, for allowing me to broadcast in her group. And I also want to say thank you to Crafty Black Girls, who was allowing me to broadcast in their group. You guys didn't have to, and you let me, so thank you for letting me spread this information. We're going to get started in about 1 minute. I'm going to give you guys my full introduction so you know who is this crazy lady on the internet talking about costumes and her dog and whatever else. But you're going to know very soon. The people need to know. Yes, I want to let the people know. But we're going to have a good time today, y'all. I have ditched Lula for the time being because it was just causing too many problems and I could not get on time. Tasha's joining us from Orlando. Hello, Orlando. I have some really good friends who live down there. All right, it is 6:05, guys. It is time to share this out because I'm about to start my intro. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome to NPL Legal Dish. This is my daily live broadcast where I teach business and legal concepts to entrepreneurs using pop culture and celebrity news. Ooh, I'm live in King's Cash Club group. Thank you, girl. Okay, I have to go live in there too. If you don't mind, I can post it myself so you don't have to do all that. But thank you so much. Y'all, there are some amazing groups out here to learn information from, and we'll talk about that a little bit later. But let me get through my intro. Hello, Mrs. Giles. I am Natalie Pierre-Lewis, host of NPL Legal Dish and owner and operator of NPL Consulting, LLC, a business formation firm. What that means is I help entrepreneurs like yourselves get your business paperwork in order. Hello, Sincere 39. So if you need things like contracts, if you need help with registering your business with the state, if you need help with EIN numbers, DUNS numbers, making sure that you have operating agreements. I actually have some trainings on those right now in my e-store. If you check the link in my bio, I help you do all of that. And you're probably asking yourself, why am I qualified to help you do all of that? I'm so happy you asked. I am a licensed attorney. I have been one for 13 years and counting. I've had many careers in the realms of the law, education, entrepreneurship, hospitality, and administrative support. And most important, I'm very passionate about making business and legal education as accessible to everybody as possible. Not everybody has the time, the money, or the desire to go to business school or to law school, but so many of you have amazing business ideas. And if you're going to be successful in business, there are just some concepts that you're going to need to know. There's no way around them. If you are interested in working with me to come up with a business formation strategy for your business, first-time clients can book free 15-minute consultations. You can do that using the link in my bio, linktree/NPL Consulting Firm, linktree/NPL Consulting Firm, linktree/NPL Consulting Firm. There you'll also find my operating agreement video training that is on sale for $59. If you have a business and you want to open a business bank account, most banks are going to require you to have an operating agreement. An operating agreement is a blueprint for your business and kind of, gives people an idea of what you're in business for and how you run things. So if you Don't want to pay a few $100s to another attorney to do one for you? I've got a video training for you for $59. Go to linktree/MPL consulting firm. All right. But that is enough of me shilling my wares. Now to the reason why we are here. Every day, or pretty much every day, I get on here and I pull stories from the news to teach you guys business and legal concepts. I like to keep it fun. Sometimes these concepts can be a little dry, but when you put them in real life situations, it's actually quite interesting. Now, when I talk about these stories, there's going to be interaction between us. This is not just me talking at you. I'm going to ask y'all questions, and if you have questions, drop them in the comment box so I can answer them. Okay. Before we get started, I want to see a ready in the comment boxes to make sure that everybody is ready for us to go on this ride. I need your eyes, I need your ears. Everybody on deck. If you're ready, put a ready in the comments. Okay. Thank you for putting the link, Shop Best on the Yard. If y'all are ready, give me a ready. Woo woo. I'm silly, guys. All right, I got one ready from Shop Best on the Yard. I got two readies from Sincere 39. Do I have a third? I got a ready from Tanya. All right, I got a ready from Mrs. Giles. Hi, Can I Ventures? We are ready to go, guys. Okay, so the first story that we are talking about today, ladies and gentlemen, it is a follow-up story. Thank you, Can I Ventures. And I'm gonna talk about Can I Ventures right after this story. So this is a follow-up story. A lot of my stories this week have been follow-up stories. If you have watched this show with any regularity, you know that there was a story I talked about a couple of times about a father who was suing his son for using his own name for his law firm, right? So you had these two lawyers, George Sink Sr. and George Sink Jr. George Sink Jr. used to work for George Sink Sr. at the family law firm. But dad fired the son, apparently because he had told his son he was going to turn over the law firm to him. The son was waiting. Dad changed his mind and was looking for someone to buy the law firm. And the son was like, whoa, 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 you told me you were going to give me the law firm. Dad was like, well, you're out. And he wanted his son to sign away his naming rights for professional purposes, and the son refused. So dad fired him, right? So son, George Sink Jr., goes and opens his own law firm called George Sink II Law Firm. And dad filed a trademark infringement lawsuit against his own son for using the name because he had filed a trademark application and was granted it in 2010. So when he filed suit, the court said that the son, George Sink Jr., couldn't use his own name on his own law firm. Crazy, right? But the plot thickens. There is a third attorney, Sink. There is a guy in Philadelphia. His name is Robert Sink, and he is a personal injury attorney located in Philadelphia. He is saying that George Sink Jr., the dad who fired his son, he's saying that he got the trademark for the name Sink Law Firm through deception and fraud, and that the trademark should be canceled. He said that he's been using the phrase Sink Law and Sink Law offices for years before the trademark was filed in 2010. And he says that it would cause confusion in the marketplace, right? So you got the two George Sinks that are fighting it out in South Carolina. And then you have this guy in Philly who throws his hat into the ring and says, Can I bet you said I'm the Wendy Williams of legal hot topics? That is so funny. Thank you. Okay, so you got these two, George Sink Sr. and George Sink Jr. They're fighting it out, right? Robert Sink comes up and throws his hat in the ring and says, both of y'all are wrong. None of you deserve this trademark because I've been using it. So these two, all three of these are kind of in a holding pattern. Shop Best on the Yard has seen, oh my gosh, we have someone in the audience who has seen their commercials. Shop Best on the Yard has seen the commercials for these law firms. And here's another interesting tidbit. So the son, George Sink Jr., he asked the court to make his dad put up basically a bond, like an amount of money, because he's saying that because he has to fight this legal battle against his dad, he's losing money. And he asked the court to make his dad put up $1 million. And his dad said, I'll give him $100. So dad and son are not on good terms at all. Dad is like, you can go out and figure it out for yourself. Mind you, dad has 14 of these law offices between South Carolina and Georgia. So I don't think dad is necessarily struggling for money. But still, he does not want his son using the name. All right. So we're going to have to wait and see what happens between Sync, and Sync, because you got 3 Syncs here fighting for the same thing. But what I want to know from you guys is who do you think is right here? Do you think the dad is right to keep his son from using his name for the law firm? Do you think this guy in Philly, Robert Sync, should have even said anything? Who do you think has, or do you think the son is right? Shop Best on the Yard said, right. My mom said she noticed the commercials with the numbers have changed because they're 2 different law firms. Shop Best on the Yard. They're 2 different law firms now. You got George Sync Sr. You got George Sync Jr. Shop Best on the Yard said, I think the dad is right because it's definitely causing confusion. Look at this right here, live and in person. We have somebody saying that they have seen the commercials for both law firms and it's causing confusion, right? So I guess we can, the dad does have a right, but then you have this third lawyer who comes out of nowhere and he's saying you don't even have a right to this trademark because I've been using it for way longer than you have. So what do you think should happen? Who do you think should prevail in this legal battle? Tanya says that the dad is wrong. Okay. All right. And people can, apparently the son thinks his dad is wrong too, because he is fighting for this name. Sincere 39 said, dad is being petty. The son should be allowed to use the name. Okay. Son should be allowed to use names. So what do you think about Shop Best on the Yard, who has seen these commercials and is saying, I live in this area and it's causing confusion? What do you think should be the result? Because this is a very messy situation. Yes. So let me know what your thoughts are on that story. And while you do that, we do have someone in the room who I want to introduce you guys to, Canine Ventures. That is the company of my good colleague, Shara G. If you are interested in getting into the cannabis industry, she is a good person to talk to. She runs a CBD store in Georgetown, a very prestigious area of DC. She is a business developer with lots of experience under her belt. She's amazing. Go check her out if you're interested in getting into the cannabis industry. Back to the comments, Shop Best on the Yard, but it's literally confusing. I didn't realize they were different firms. Look at that. Somebody who lives in the area did not realize that they were different firms. So there is definitely confusion. Hello, Be Creative 201. Tanya Blingologist said, what does their state require? I do not know what their state requires. I get the updates as they come into my inbox. So that is what that's the only thing I know. I am not licensed in South Carolina. I am not licensed in Pennsylvania. So I don't know the laws regarding like their names and things like that. But we're just going to have to wait and see what happens. All right. Next story I have. Does anybody here like amusement parks? If you like amusement parks, please give me an A in the comments. Shop Best on the Yard said, that means that the dad is losing money because it literally just looks like the number changed. Interesting. That's very interesting. So dad is losing money, son is losing money. Wow. I'm very interested to see how this case comes out. Sincere likes amusement parks. If anybody else like amusement parks, give me an A. And do we have anybody who lives in either Missouri or Orange County in the house? Shop Best on the Yard gave me an A. I'm gonna tell you why I'm asking you these questions, okay? So in Missouri, there is a company called Silver Dollar City, or an amusement park. They have about 2 million visitors per year, and the amusement park is called Mystic River Falls, right? Mystic River Falls is the name of a ride that they're planning to open in 2020. So this amusement park, Silver Dollar City, says we're building a new ride. It's called Mystic River Falls. And they're like, it's going to open 2020. However, there is a guy in Orange County, California, who built a ride in his backyard. He basically built an amusement park in his backyard. He gets thousands of visitors a year. And he trademarked, he named the ride Mystic Motel, or the amusement park Mystic Motel. And he even trademarked the name in 2013 and founded a company because he wanted to expand this ride in his backyard to a full-fledged amusement park. Okay, so Silver Dollar City has their Mystic River coming in 2020. This guy in Orange County, his name is Scott, has had his trademark since 2013. Silver Dollar City sent Scott a cease and desist. No, sorry, I'm wrong. Scott sent a cease and desist letter to the amusement park telling them that they were infringing on his business name. Regardless of whether it's in his backyard, he had appropriate permits, he had a trademark. He's like, hey, you're using my mark. Silver Dollar City said, instead of, okay, we're going to change the name, they filed a lawsuit against him for infringement, unfair competition, and legal threat. And they want the court to say that they own the rights to the name Mystic River, and they also want to make this guy Scott change the name of the ride in his backyard that he has had since before 2013. Now, mind you, Silver Dollar City only got this trademark in September, so it is very new. Scott got his trademark in 2013. I'm going to get to that in just a minute. Right? So this amusement park with a lot of money is basically trying to bully this guy who has a ride in his backyard, saying, well, we have the trademark now, you're going to have to change the name. And he's fighting it. He's saying, no, I've been here. I've had the trademark since 2013. I'm not changing my name. So what I want to know from you is, who do you think is going to win? Hi, Zoe Banks, do you think that Silver Dollar City is going to win, or in Missouri, or do you think this guy in Orange County is going to win? He's had this ride in his backyard for a while. Silver Dollar City hasn't even come out with this ride yet. Who do you think is going to win, and who do you think should win? And while you guys answer that, I want to go back to something that Tanya had a question about the sync case. She said, in North Carolina, I had to register my business entity. They made sure no one else had the same name in North Carolina before I could do so. And North Carolina is really good for doing that, but it doesn't take much to change your name, to make your name a little bit different from someone else's. And maybe George Sink Jr.'s name was just different enough that he slid past. I'm not sure. So we're just going to have to wait and see what the result is. But going back to this amusement ride case. So you got this guy, he's just been doing this thing in his backyard for years. And then this big company comes up and says, well, we want to open a ride next year. Change your name. What do you think should happen? Who do you think is right? Sincere 39 said, hopefully the guy with the backyard amusement park. I'm hoping so too, because that's really rude. How are you going to come up late in the game and then tell me that I have to change my name? You need to defer to me because I had it first. That's the whole point of trademarks. First to file gets the name. I've had this trademark for 7 years. You're not even open yet. What are you talking about? But we will wait and see what happens with Silver Dollar City and Scott DeVanzo in the future. I want to take a quick break here. Thank you all for coming into the broadcast on a Friday. You could be anywhere else, but you're here with me. Thank you so much. I want to remind you to check out my linktree/NPL consulting firm for all of my products and services. We've got ebooks, we've got video trainings, we've got cheat sheets. For those of you who want to start a business but don't know where to start, I've got a business launch cheat sheet that will help you figure out your business idea and get started in 7 days or less. Shop S on the Yard said, I agree with Sincere 39. I agree with him too. I hope the amusement park guy wins. But yeah, go check out linktree/NPL consulting firm and get your business life. Yes. On to our next story, ladies and gentlemen. Have any of you guys heard the term backcountry? If you have heard the term backcountry, give me a B. And if you can, tell me what backcountry means to you. What does it mean to you? If you know what backcountry is, give me a B and tell me, what do you think of when you hear backcountry? Backcountry. While you do that, I'm gonna tell you why I'm asking you this question. So I've heard the word, yes, backcountry, exactly, shot best on the yard, but as like backcountry, as one word, backcountry. So I've heard the word backcountry. I've used it occasionally, and to me, it just means like somewhere, you know, away, somewhere rural, you know, like a farming town, somewhere that's kind of far from civilization, far from the city. I'm a city girl, always grew up by the bus, always grew up by the train. So anything that is more than 20 minutes from a local public transportation to me is the backcountry. Shot best on the yard said, I've heard backwoods. I've heard backcountry. So here's why I'm asking you guys about the word backcountry. Sincere 39 said backcountry is someone that lives deep in the woods. Did you know, well, or I wanted to let you know that a company in Utah has filed a trademark for the word backcountry. There is a website apparently called backcountry.com. It is based in Utah. They filed a trademark last year for the word backcountry, and they are now basically sending cease and desist letters out to any company that has backcountry in the name. And several companies have either had to drop the word backcountry from their business name, or they have had to change their name entirely. So these guys are obviously using their financial leverage to go out and basically bully other businesses after they got this trademark. But I really feel like backcountry is a generic term. So I wanted to ask you guys, do you think that backcountry should be a word that can be trademarked? Because to me, it's very generic. It just kind of describes like a regional area or something. You know, I am not against people protecting their trademarks, but if you come late in the game trademarking and then going after other people because you just got this trademark, that is a big sign of trademark bullying. Leave people alone. Like, it's such a common word. So do you guys think that backcountry is a word that should be able to be trademarked, or is it too generic? What do y'all think? What do you think? I'm getting in the spirit, guys. I'm going to a costume party after this. I'm going to be dressed up as Sister Knight from Watchmen. I'm trying to get in, you know, get my party character on. Y'all don't have it? Okay. Sincere 39 doesn't think that backcountry should be able to be trademarked. Okay, I personally don't think it should be. Shop Esselina said, I don't know. I think they can trademark. Well, obviously they can, because they got it. I just don't know if it's the right decision. To me, but that is just me, I feel like backcountry is a generic term. But then also we have tons of generic terms that have been trademarked in the past. Remember Taco Tuesday? LeBron was trying to trademark that and he got refused because there are already trademarks for Taco Tuesday and it's a generic term. You've got people, Ohio State University tried to trademark the, as they like to pronounce it, but they were also denied because it's generic. But there are also several trademarks for the word the. So it's not impossible to trademark a generic word, I guess, if you can do it in a unique way. I just think that the way that they are using this trademark to kind of bully these other companies is so unfair. Like, fine, get your trademark and go. Why do you have to bother other people? It's just like the case that we covered yesterday. You guys may not have heard it, but Penn State, they finally got their trademark for the term Happy Valley, right? Which at first they were denied because they said it was a way to describe a regional area. Well, Penn State finally got that trademark, but they said, if anybody has Happy Valley on their apparel already, we're not going to go after them because this was before we got the trademark, which I think is a smart move. But yeah, those are just my thoughts on this backcountry thing. And I think that this country, this company, Freudian slip, is being very shysty, very shady, and just not being very nice. Like, you're not creating a good business reputation for yourself out here. Yeah, yesterday the broadcast was very wonky. Sincere can testify to that. I had so much trouble getting on Lula, which is why I'm not on Lula today. I'm just using Facebook and Instagram, and I'm going to download the video and then upload it to YouTube later. But you know, I do what I can to get to y'all. I love talking to y'all, so whatever I have to do to make sure that this happens, I make it happen. All right. So we are getting down to our last story, ladies and gentlemen. Do I have anybody in here who likes to play video games? If you like to play video games, please give me a V in the comments. And if you have ever heard of the game Super Smash Brothers, please give me an S in the comments. So if you like video games, give me a V. And if you have ever heard of the game Super Smash Brothers, give me an S, okay? And while you do that, I'm going to explain why I'm asking you to do this. Sincere39 likes video games. So apparently fans of Super Smash Brothers have been clamoring for this character to be added to the game by the name of Terry Bogard, right? And apparently there has been a trademark filed, which means that this character may be coming to a Super Smash Brothers video game near you. And I wanted to bring up this case because trademarks aren't just for, you know, they're a really great way to find out what a company is doing. What are they planning to do next? Like, I get a lot of stories where Apple has trademarked a couple of phrases and you can kind of get an idea of what direction they are going. But particularly for video games, if you are ever trying, like, if you're a big video game buff and you're just like, well, what are they doing? Because I know that sometimes these Be Captivating by Angel, these video games can take years and years to come out. If you check on their trademark filings, you can get an idea of what they're working on. So, you know, the USPTO office website, it is open and free to everybody. I encourage you to go around and play on there. Go see what you can find on your favorite companies. Yes. So, Sincere is the only one who likes video games. Oh, Tanya likes video games too. All right. But y'all ain't heard of Super Smash Brothers. So, confession, guys, I suck at video games. The only video game I have ever played, no, that's not true. The last video game I played with any regularity was literally the very first Super Mario Brothers, and I never beat it. So that should tell you my video game prowess. I never beat the very first Super Mario Brothers. All right. Okay. So those were the stories that I have for you today. Do we have any questions on the stories that we covered today? We talked about sink versus sink versus sink, dad versus son versus lawyer in Pennsylvania, and using the name. We talked about Silver Dollar City trying to keep Scott Devonzo from using Mystic Motel for his backyard amusement park. Shop S in the Yard said, hubby loves Madden and stuff like that, but I suck at game. Girl, me too. High five. We talked about a company in Utah trademarking the term backcountry and is now bullying any company that has backcountry in the name. And we also talked about Super Smash Brothers introducing a much beloved character by the name of Terry Bogard, and we know that because they have filed a trademark related to that character. So if there was a question, me too, Super Mario Brothers. Yeah, Super Mario Brothers, that was my thing. But yes, if you have any questions about the stories that we covered, if you have any questions about the business formation process, I'll be on here for about 4 more minutes. So if you have questions about contracts, trademarks, EIN numbers, DUNS numbers, business finances, any of that stuff, business foundational stuff is what I do. I help you get a business formation strategy together. So if you have a business idea and you don't know where to start, what I do is I help you break down the steps. I say, here's where you need to go. Here's where you get this from. Here's how much it costs. Here's how you fill it out. So I'm just kind of like that guiding hand to help you along the process. And so you can learn it so that the next time you want to start a business, because most entrepreneurs start multiple businesses, you will have those steps in hand so you know how to do it already and you don't have to come back to anybody. So yeah, if you are interested in those kind of services, please click the link in my bio, linktree/MPL consulting firm, linktree/MPL consulting firm, linktree/MPL consulting firm, and we can get it popping. Yes. So as I wait for your questions, guys, I need your advice. So if you didn't know, like I said, I'm going to a costume party after this. I'm dressing up as Sister Night. So Sister Night has like a black type mask paint on her face, and I can't decide if I should actually do paint or if I should just do kind of like, I have this mask thing that I'm trying out. Which one do you think I should do? Should I do this? Ow, that's my eye. Or should I just do like, just do black paint for like the eye mask? I just poked myself in the eye, so. But don't mind me. Ask your questions. I'm just being silly. You saying I should do the mask? Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks. Be Captivating by Angel. Do we have any? Y'all don't have no questions? Because if you don't have questions, I'm gonna go do my makeup. It's not very often that I do my makeup, and it takes a while. We got like one more minute, guys, and then I'm going to head on out. I want y'all to have a safe and blessed weekend. I want you to be good to yourselves. Mask. Okay, thank you. And I want everything to go well for you. Y'all are really dope. You come, you talk to me, we hang out, we have a good time. I wish the best for all of you. And I want you guys to, no questions for you today? Okay. That's cool, y'all. Thank you so much for listening to me ramble. Thank you for to Black Women Turning Crafts into Coins and Crafty Black for letting me post in the group, and for Tanya for posting me in King's Cash. Girl, your name is so wonderful, but I can't get, where is it? Hold on. In your basement flooded. Oh no. Tanya shared it to her group, King's Cash, and my computer's being slow. But go through the comments on Facebook and you'll see Tanya's group. I will catch you guys on Monday, okay? Bye.